All right, welcome back to another Sledgehammer Tie-Dyes episode. Today I'm going to be doing a double fan fold, so it's going to be very similar to that pink and purple fan fold that I did, only it's going to be mirrored. So yeah, let's go ahead and start drawing our lines. And as usual, the shirt has been given a soda ash soak and has been flipped inside out and given the center symmetry flip. If you need to know how to do that, I'll post a link in the description to that video. All right, time to pleat this guy up. And since I did kind of make my my guideline here kind of towards a little farther out than I normally do, I am making my pleats a little bit thicker than I normally would. Just because you want them to be able to get back down to the center and still be pleats and not just a flat shirt. So now I'm going to come in with my pleating tool and I'm going to fix up the front end. Okay, so that's pretty good. I wish I could get this a little bit better up in this section, but I think that'll be good. That's about an inch right there where all the pleats really start to come together, so we'll run with it. So now we need our string to tie this up with, and I'm going to be using kite string this time. Normally we would use sinew, but I just kind of want to experiment with it and see how the kite string works out. And of course we need our yardstick to start mapping out some points. So I did go for 1 inch on this first one, but I'm wondering if I might need to go more. Let me see if I can't fix this up to make the 1 inch work. Well, I don't know if that's gonna work out. So maybe let's go for 1.5. Which might actually work out better for me, because I do have a particular idea for this shirt, and having a longer segments might actually help out. So we're going to go every 3 inches from here. Okay. So let's just tie off a little slip knot here. And I'm going to start by tying this first one. So now my theory that I'm testing with this, since this is the kite string and not the sinew, is that I might be able to pull this even tighter than I normally would with the sinew and still get the same effect as the sinew. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so that's it, tied up. Time to move over and get some dye on this guy. All right, time to put some dye on this thing. So the colors that I chose for this are kind of a rainbow. So I'm going with lemon yellow, lime pop, sky blue, grape, fire red, and tangerine. And also the placement of this guy is going to be a bit of an experiment. So for the first section, I'm just gonna do yellow. Boom, yellow. But then for the rest of this, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. So normally, whenever we're doing the fan folds, you put a dye and then you put a darker dye on the tie, which is normally sinew, and then like in the middle. So I'm doing something different this time, just as an experiment. So what I'm gonna be doing is placing this kind of in a little bit of a triangular thing, because I want this to hopefully bleed and blend together, but I'm not sure how this is gonna work. So let's try it out. Okay, so here we have it. Jump ahead to the end so we can get to where we got now. So we got all our colors lined up in opposing triangular wedges. This is just to hopefully keep encourage blending, but also keep some of those colors to shine through. I have no clue how this is going to turn out, but hopefully it's cool. All right, let's move this over to the rack and get some ice on it. All right, so we got it in the rack. Last thing to do is add some soda ash to this guy. And last thing before we add the ice, I'm going to tape down this string at the top, just to keep this guy from sliding around on me. But now it's time for the ice. And come back in 24 hours and see what we got. Okay, so it's been more than 24 hours, so let's get this thing going. So this is what we got. And that is looking pretty cool. So let's throw it in the wash and see what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, so here it is out of the dryer. And this shirt is awesome. This turned out a lot better than I could have hoped for. Again, it was a completely experimental design this time as far as the dye placement and using the kite string instead of the sinew. We still definitely got a lot of those little like spearhead, arrowhead type things going on, even though we didn't use sinew. So I kind of want to give that another go, but maybe do a more traditional dye placement. But as far as the dye placement goes, it was not a mistake. This was really cool. You can see how like the colors shift from one to the next in the same. So you got like orange going up to red and all that type of stuff. But yeah, this shirt is awesome. Alrighty, well, if you like it, give it a like. Leave a comment down below if there's anything that you want to see me try, or if you have any color combination suggestions. But until then, Sledgehammer Tie-Dyes, out.